Whenever this girl is in a bad mood, she heads straight to the local market to haggle. The moment she shows up, all the vendors start getting nervous, because the thing they fear most is seeing her walk up to their stall. When the seafood vendor spotted her, he immediately started praying she wouldn't notice him. The new vendor at the next stall was completely confused. The seafood vendor explained, "The last time she bought a fish from me, she dragged over a chair and spent half an hour negotiating the price." Seeing that the new vendor still didn't believe him, the seafood vendor added, "Just look at the expression on her face. Whoever she stops at is in for a rough time." Before he could even finish speaking, the girl suddenly appeared right behind him. The vendor quickly pulled out the freshest seafood he had, hoping she'd buy something and leave as fast as possible, before she scared away all his other customers. Sure enough, for $100 worth of seafood, the girl immediately offered $50. The vendor blurted out, "You're cutting the price in half right off the bat?" The girl didn't say a word. She just stared at him silently. The vendor instantly started to panic. "I sell it to everyone else for $100. How about $90 for you?" The girl turned around and dragged over a chair, looking ready to sit down. At that point, the vendor completely lost his composure. He quickly dropped the price to 70% of the original. Only when it sounded like the vendor was practically begging did the girl finally agree to pay and leave. The vendor let out a sigh of relief. Luckily, the girl didn't buy much. Otherwise, the vendor would have taken a huge loss today. However, the duck egg vendor next door wasn't nearly as lucky. The girl walked over and asked, "How much for a duck egg?" Thinking he was being clever, the vendor casually quoted a price. To his surprise, the girl immediately dragged over a stool. Then she pulled out a lie detector. The vendor's face instantly turned pale.